Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders who wear millstone, and whom I learn this truth from. And shalom to you brothers that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, and patiently waiting for our Lord and Savior Yahushai, who is to come. Lord's will, this lesson be edifying unto you hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the world. Just going into a quick lesson showing that Yahushai is all throughout the scriptures when it comes to delivering, in these times we're waiting for him to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. And the brother's title, I don't know if brothers caught that, it said elect, the elect, and something else. Right when I said the elect, that's what Yahushai, even the phone had to chime in on that one. So, because that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter, all right? He's not coming for the whole world. And right here is going into showing that Yahushai was all throughout the scriptures doing what he's going to do in these times, delivering Israel, So this is going into to Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. All right, these three men that served Yahweh and have faith in his salvation, his deliverance. So this is Daniel 3, verse 14. And this is just to get a back, understanding. The point is towards the latter, which is 25, which I'm going to go to, Abrataza. Daniel 3, verse 14. Nebuchadnezzar, Salagia, which is the king of Babylon, ancient Babylon, Salagia, spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, right? Because they didn't want to obey the gods of Babylon, all right? Nor worship the golden image which I have set up. Now if ye be ready, that at what time ye heard the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackpot, psaltery, Salakia, and dulcimer, Salakia, and all kinds of music. So if you would have been ready for, if you were down to worship, we have all these music and all these instruments being played to show you the time in which you're supposed to worship. It says, ye felt and all kinds of music, ye fell down and worshiped the image which I have made. Well, it would have gone well with them if they would have done that. If they would have bowed down to and worshipped these, these images of these false gods, it would have gone well with them to apply to the instruments that were being played to indicate the time in which it was, which at that moment it was to indicate it was time to worship these false gods. But it says, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace, which he was basically telling them what is going to take place because they didn't obey. They ignored those instruments being played. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of mine hands, right? You see, he was speaking very proudly, he was speaking very proudly. This is what's going to take place. We're going to burn you. We're going to put you in a fiery furnace and you're going to die basically. And no one's going to deliver you. All right. But it says, verse 16, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered. This was their response towards, the pride of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, to think that he's more powerful. His false gods are capable of doing something that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai can't stop. Okay, you're showing you that obeying Yahweh and His Son Yahushai are very important things. All right, it gets you out of those names are going to protect us in the times in which we're coming into. We want to be in this type of spirit of Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, even though they were being told this is what's going to happen. You're going to, all right, be put in a fiery furnace. All right. Now, if ye be ready, okay, Salakia. Salakia, since I was going up and down. Salakia. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, right, they're quick, meaning they're not, how it says, careful to answer thee in this matter. They're not like, I guess you could say, worry about what they're about to say. They're confident, how it says, if it be so, our power, Yahweh, who we serve, is able to deliver us, right? You see? They're quick to answer, that Yahweh is going to be the one that's going to deliver us. They're fully confident in this deliverance that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to perform, man. And this was before it took place. As they're being told that what's going to happen to them, they're already set in their mind that they're going to be delivered, which is the whole point of this. When it comes into the times in which we're coming into, you have to have that mentality of putting your, to die for Yahweh Shai, that if that's the way it goes, if that's a part of your this walk to you, for you, Salakia, because not all brothers are going to go through the same thing, but that doesn't mean that you have to have that mentality of, oh, I'm ready to die. Even though, yes, that's fine, but be more ready to be delivered. Have more confidence in salvation. That's what Yahweh Shai means. Yah, he, what is that? Hawashai, the Hawashai, and that's also in the Lord's Prayer, Hawashai Nawa. All right, Hawashai means deliver. All right, the same in the Lord's Prayer, Hawashai Nawa. The Hawashai means deliver, and then that Nawa goes into us. You see, so within His name, there's that power, there's that deliverance, man. And these men were confident, fully persuaded in their mind that they were going to be delivered, man. That's why they were not, how it said, careful to answer. They were fully confident. It says, if it be so, our power Yahweh, who we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and He will deliver us out of thine hand, O King. But if not, be it known unto thee, O King, that we will not serve thine gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. And that's the same spirit we want to be in, constantly fighting, towards this these false gods, man. This wicked way of how Esau, wants things to be, or the way, or where he's leading us, where he wants it to be, where he's leading us to go. We have to constantly be fighting back. It's a constant defense. And, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, just trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, right? You see, because of the way and how they spoke, the confidence and the carefreeness, like fuck your God, so to speak. We know who we serve, That's why it was very Nebuchadnezzar took it so like a spit in the face kind of a thing, He took high offense towards their response and the way they were acting, and the form of his visage was changed against shit. So his image, or his tone, all right, the way he spoke to them and the way he looked at them changed. He was, at first it was more like a persuasion. Look, this is what's going to happen. We even have the alarm. We have the this, that, and the third. The music goes on. What time it is. Do it. And if not, this is what's going to happen. But the way and how they responded, the way they treated the situation, like, fuck you, we're ready to die. But we know that ain't going to happen. We're ready to be delivered. That was their mentality. We're ready to be delivered. Fully confident that his gods can't do nothing to them, because Yahweh at the end of the day is the one running things, which is true. All right, which is true. So it says, his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 17 times more than it was wont to be heated. So that furnace was already hot to begin with, but because of the way they responded to Nebuchadnezzar, he had them turn up the heat, how it says 7 times more. It says, and he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. That then these men were bound in their coats, talking about Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. It says they were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast. So they were fully clothed. Whatever they had on, that's what they went into that fiery furnace into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Right, you see, so these men that were preparing Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, that were, binding them and getting them ready to go into the furnace, they ended up burning to death, essentially, man. They ended up dying. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. All right, they they were really bowing. They're worshiping. They were worshiping in this moment. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, was astonished and rose up in haste, and I could just envision it, like in panic, like intrigued, like very. It was a dramatic incident that he was looking at, something that you would say impossible. So he lunged off his chair, or whatever he was sitting on. He and rose up in haste, you see, and spake and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. Right? Yes, we do. Yes, it was 3. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose. So they were loose. These men were bound, but when that 4th man was there, they were loosed. They were loose from those chains and the bondage that they had. Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst, walking. They weren't in a rush. They weren't, hurry, get out. They weren't in panic. They were walking. They're chilling. So even that was more of a what the fuck am I watching? What is going on? This is not supposed to be. That's why he answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. Right, you see? They're good. They weren't, nothing was happening to these men. And the 4th, and this is the point, and the 4th and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God, Yahushai. You see, Yahushai, Hawashai, deliver, and that's what he's proven that he has done and is able to do. You see, he delivered these men when they were loyal unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He delivered them through because they believed. They were fully persuaded in their mind that this is, who they serve, and this is what he is able to do. And he came through. He did it. Let me get this, and I'm gonna end it. This is Acts 4. I wanted this lesson to be a little bit shorter, but oh, Salakia. I was just trying to. Salaki, where was it? 30. 32. Yeah, it was Salaki. It was more up. Being known unto you, Khan. It's 12. Neither is there. Khan, that's what I wanted. I don't know why I skipped all of it. Okay, I'll read right here so we get an understanding. Be it known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahushua, right, because this is a message to you Israelites, all right? No other nation can be delivered through this man. That by the name of Yahushua Hamashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him doeth this man stand here before you whole, right? And this was a miracle that the disciples of Yahushua, through Yahushua, all right, this man was made whole, all right? This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which has become the head of the corner. And this is the point, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved, right? Yahushua, he deliver, or he's salvation. That's what he's going to bring to Israel, all right? As we read, he's done it before. You see, in a dramatic way too, man. And he's been like it's how it says in Psalms 40 verse 7, lo, I come in the volume of the book. Hebrews 10 verse 7, it also says it right there, So that's not one or the only time in where Yahushua, during the time in where Israel was coming out of Egypt, that chariot was guiding them, delivering them essentially towards, delivering them out of, captivity, So and that which was Yahushua, so Yahushua was is all throughout the scriptures, being shown, or for us to see, if you have spiritual eyes to see and ears to hear, you'll be able to understand that Yahushua was all throughout the scriptures, always doing what he's going to come to do in these times. So that was it. Just keep your faith in Yahushua. Sometimes you need, to be able to see it. That's how Israel learns or gains more knowledge, through sight. And we just read it. You saw it with your own eyes. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you saw the deliverance that took place, even though it wasn't an actual image, like a video being shown. It was through the scriptures. The word was what's it called, painting a image for you to see the deliverance of three men that were supposed to be put to death, but through their faith and their persistence of the deliverance that they were going to obtain, that's how they received, that protection at that moment. So have faith in Yahushua, always believe in what he's going to come to do. Believe in his name. Yahushua, deliver. That's what he's going to do, man. So with that, I want once again give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rachakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you brothers that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity and patiently waiting for our Lord and Savior Yahushua, who is to come. Shalom.